Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Oh yeah, they really went there. Piranha DD, aka Piranha 3 Double D. This is the 2012 sequel to the 2010 remake of Piranha, which you can check out my review for right up here. I'll leave a link to it, and enjoy my review for the much better movie. The plot: a young woman goes back to a water park she worked at when she was growing up, and her stepfather is running it, but turned it into a porn spot. Wet and wild. But it is too bad the piranha are coming in close, and are going to be feasting. Okay, so for about 45 minutes, I was actually enjoying myself. The film looked nice and had a nice warmth to it, and even some charm with its characters. There was setup, and eventually there actually was payoff. However, when the park is opened and attacked, so too is the serviceable writing. For the characters, we have Maddie, played by Danielle Panabaker, from the 2009 Friday the 13th remake. She's the one who comes back to the water park to find it not to be what she grew up with it as. She's also a marine biologist, but that doesn't really help much in the movie. Barry, played by Matt Bush, has a secret crush on her. And, well, he is a wimp. He's a short guy, but he's also a good guy. He also knows how to use a prop trident very well to pick stuff up. Chet, played by David Koechner from Final Destination 5, and Krampus, which Adam Scott from the first Piranha was also in. So we got a couple actors from the Piranha movies in the Krampus movie. Interesting. Anyways, he is the showman. He will do anything for this water park to take off, even risking people's lives. Will not stop him. Deputy Kyle, played by Chris Zlicka from Shark Night, is the corrupt deputy who is trying to move in on Maddie, and is always pushing Barry out of the way. But, you hate him. He's been bribed, and he's taken drugs, and the side characters are also enjoyable as well, mainly because the actors and actresses portraying them are more realistic than the writing. David Hasselhoff from Baywatch and Anaconda 3 Offspring plays up his Baywatch stereotype. Katrina Bowden, who also played in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, is the innocent until in bed slut. Christopher Lloyd returns as Carl Goodman and is a bit more zany in his performance this time around. Paul Scheer and Ving Rhames are suffering from PTSD, Piranha traumatic stress disorder. I don't know. From the last movie, and act all cartoony. Gary Busey and Clu Gulager also have cameos with a farting cow. Yeah. The film loses itself in its own spoofing. There are moments where they try to be serious, but then resorts to making jokes about the whole thing. It's bad. The gore, the effects, despite having the same exact MPAA rating as the first film, probably to cut costs or whatever, the sequel is far less gory. We get a severed hand, an implausible decapitation, which I can't stand. Not because of the execution, but because of the way it happens. A trident to the eye, a severed penis, and a bunch of corpses. It's went all that with the humor, but not the gore. John Gulager, who also directed Feast 1 to 3, has directed similar flicks, but they're usually far more graphic than this flick. The only thing this film has on the first are the visual and practical effects for the piranha.
These piranha spent eons in underground lakes and rivers.
From the trailer to the screen, the piranha had changed their designs multiple times before its release. Here, they are pretty consistent. Even with a reduced budget of $5 million, the CGI looks better and the fish move more fluidly. Well, that is if they're not using stock footage from the first film, which happens a lot. I do think the piranha puppet props are really cool, though. The motion picture soundtrack, Elia Kamara, who also composed Wrong Turn from 2003, composes a really out-there score for this feature. It's operatic, heartfelt, and unevenly tense throughout. It's nowhere near as good as the first film score from Michael Wandemacher, but it fits the tone of this installment, I guess. Overall, this was a huge downgrade from the original 2010 remake. The only things going for it are the decent cinematography and lighting, which lasts for about half of the film. Visual effects, when they're not stolen or borrowed from the first movie, are pretty good. And the fact that it may be even sleazier than the first are all the things to enjoy, depending on if that's your cup of tea. If it is, this is for you. It's a raunchy, nasty sex party without the sex besides one scene that couldn't even finish. There's lots of boobs though, so I guess that counts. I've given my reasons as to why you should skip this movie or watch it. If you love sexually charged sleaze to almost uncomfortable levels, and some decent effects and visual choices, then sure, give it a watch. For me, I haven't seen this film since 2012, when it was first released. I think I bought the DVD back then, but never watched it, because I saw it on Amazon first, and was seriously disappointed. Coming off the first installment in the storyline in the Piranha series, it's easy to see why. Overall, I give Piranha Double D a 1.5 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I'm Brian Gatto, the horror show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon, where even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Plus, you get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restrictions. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, subscribe.